Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with
Walker the intern.
And it is Tell All Tuesday. And when I knew you were going to be doing this with me today, Walker, I thought Walker will have seen Five Nights at Freddy's 5 times.
No.
Because we had talked, and you were going to go with your grandmother, you were going to go with a friend, all these, and you were going to go that weekend that it opened. You were just set.
I was set. No. Well, I went yesterday to see it. I went at 1 p.m, and I went specifically because I was like, I need to talk with Jackie about this movie.
That's right.
So I had my whole day planned out, and
that's why I was so excited, because I thought Walker will know the game that it came from.
Yeah, a little bit.
But okay, I know nothing about games.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever played the Five Nights at Freddy's? Is it a game?
It's a game, but when it came out, I was like 8 or 9. And it was like the thing at the time, and I would play it on my phone, but I would be too scared. So I would always.
What do you mean?
It's a scary game.
Because the monsters.
Yeah, you gotta like check the cameras, and then sometimes you'll peek out of the camera, and Freddy Fazbear will scare you. 8-year-old me did not like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Listen, when I went to see the movie, there were people bringing their 5 and 6-year-olds in there, and I thought, if I was 5 or 6 years old, and I was being subjected to this movie. I would have been running out of the theater.
No, I couldn't have done it. I probably couldn't have done it at 14.
Hey, one of the worst experiences of my young life was I was in Alabama visiting my grandparents with my family, and my brother, I have an older brother, 3.5 years older, and I was maybe 8, he was 11 or 12. And the older cousins went to see King Kong.
Okay.
One of the King Kongs, but anyway. And we went to pick them up, my uncle and my Uncle Jerry. And I remember he said, he was going into the theater, and he said, now you wait right here. I'm going to go get your cousins. And I was standing there, and the gorilla came off screen. And I was out of that theater, going down the streets in Gadsden, Alabama. Had no idea. I mean, scared out of my mind. And I didn't talk plain back in those days. And the police did, or somebody said, you need help, little boy. I'm lost, or whatever. And they took me to the police, and the police said, what's your name? And it was like, I had a hard time forming words. But they found me. No, movie scared me.
Yeah, I remember when I went to see Captain America, the Winter Soldier in the theaters, so this was like 10 years ago, the Godzilla trailer came on, and I freaked out. I like covered my eyes, and then I had to like walk out of the theater. I was so scared. And then I look at it now, and I'm like, I could have been fine.
Did you ever see Carrie? I think I may have asked you. Sissy Spacek.
Never seen Carrie, no.
Do you know what a gotcha is? When you're surprised in a movie, something reaches out and grabs you or scares you. Carrie has the biggest gotcha in the world at the very end. I mean, it was like you were just sitting there thinking, oh, this movie's over, thank God. And then, boom, this big thing happens, and you're like, ah! I love it. I really do. If I'm going to a scary movie, I want it to be scary.
You want to be spooked.
Yes.
I feel the same way.
I was disappointed at Exorcist Believer. I didn't think it was scary, and Exorcist was scary. So, but in Five Nights with Freddy,
okay,
I can't turn my logical mind off. And a good number of people are killed. And it's like, okay, they're dead. What do they tell the authorities?
That's a great question.
There's a woman in the film and she gets killed, and I'm thinking, how are they going to explain she's dead?
I had the same thing. Your friend, something happens to your friend in the movie.
Yes.
What do they do when they get home? They don't ever.
Actress I know, yes.
They never explain that.
No, I mean, it's like. And also, okay, this is like Killers of the Flower Moon, where they said, you can't be represented by the same attorney, and then they never figured that out. In this movie, very start, I hope this isn't a spoiler, but at the very start of the movie, you see the main guy, Josh Hutcherson.
Yes.
That's his name.
The main character?
Yeah, he played the main character. He is a little boy, maybe 8 or 9 years old, has a little brother, and the little brother gets abducted. That's the whole core of the movie is the brother's abduction. Then you flash forward. He has a sister. Where was the sister when the brother?
Probably not alive.
I'm serious. All of a sudden, there's a sister. I'm sorry. That just, because it also says that the parents just went completely.
Yeah, they just left.
Yes.
They were like, the dad couldn't take care of her.
Her couldn't take care of anybody. I mean, but it was like every time they would do the flashback to the abduction of the brother, I was looking for the sister.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she was alive because that girl looks 8 or 9, and he when in that flashback, Josh Hutcherson's character looks like 10 or 11.
Okay, and how old do you think he was in present day life?
Oh, probably 22, 23, maybe.
Okay.
Because he looks, in real life he's 30, I think.
That was the first time I'd seen him since Hungry Games.
Yeah, I don't know what he does.
I don't either.
I
don't
know.
That's like, I was watching TV the other day, and they said, okay, we're going to interview Taylor and Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, the Taylors.
The Taylors, who have a podcast.
Okay.
And Taylor Lautner, who I haven't seen since whatever those
Twilight
movies, has married somebody named Taylor.
Yes.
That would be confusing.
Do you find that weird? Like, would it be weird if your significant other had the same name as you?
Listen, my wife's name is Terry. Terry. My name is Jackie. Jackie. When we got married, we had a reception at a hotel. And outside it said, congratulations, Bill and Mary, Steve and Veronica, Terry and Jackie. They thought she was the male, I was the female. We're at the eye doctor today, getting my eyes examined. She has an appointment, I have an appointment. And they said, Terry Cooper. And she walked up and they said, no, we meant him. And I said, I'm Jackie. And they said, you're Jackie? I said, I'm Jackie. She's Terry. They just, as soon as they see it, they think.
It's just assumed that, that Jackie's a girl and Terry's a guy.
Yes. And I was determined I was not going to change my name. My father-in-law, God rest his soul, when I first met him, I said, hi, I'm Jackie Cooper. He said, how you doing, Jack? I was like, Jackie. He never called me Jack till the day he died, just about. But I was determined. My birth certificate says Jackie.
You standing up for your birth.
I'm standing up for my name. I am. So, anyway, Walker, you love movies. I love movies. There is nothing at the movies.
No.
You're going to go see Priscilla tomorrow.
I'm seeing it tomorrow, yes.
And this weekend is, when we're taping this, is The Marvels.
Yay!
I saw Captain Marvel. When I was growing up, there were all these Captain Marvel comic books. He was a male.
Yes.
Billy Batson, who is the whole Shazam story. And why all of a sudden Marvel decided, no, we're going to make Captain Marvel female.
There is I used to know the story of what happened, and I couldn't tell you.
But Shazam is really Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Because Captain Marvel always had to say Shazam to turn into superhero. But I like Brie Larson. I like the first Captain Marvel, okay? But I think people are getting burned out on Marvel and DC and everything else.
I think it's less about getting burned out on superhero movies and more about burned out on cash grab superhero movies. Like, I think it's blatantly obvious which one is like a good movie. Like when Across the Spider-Verse came out, that was based off of Into the Spider-Verse, which everybody loved. So everybody went to see it, and it did really well at the box office.
Yes, to say the least.
But Miss Marvel is clearly just, Captain Marvel made $1 billion at the box office, and even though, if you look at people ranking like Marvel movies, Captain Marvel is always at the bottom. So people are looking at that and they're like, well, nobody liked the first Captain Marvel. It only made $1 billion because it came out before Avengers Endgame.
What about, I never understood, and I thought maybe it's just popularity, but is it the Hulk? Who does Jeremy Renner play?
Jeremy Renner plays Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. They never made a Hulk.
They made the TV show.
There was a TV show?
Yeah, that was good. I like the TV show.
There really was?
With Haley Steinfeld. She plays Hawk Girl? That's not a thing, but she plays Hawkeye Girl version.
I did not know that. I'm serious. I am learning something new. Because I always thought, why didn't Jeremy Renner get a movie?
Florence Pugh is in it.
You
remember her character in Black Widow?
I love Florence Pugh. Yes, she's the sister.
Yeah, she's in that. It's pretty good, actually. I liked Hawkeye.
I liked his character, but I always thought, well, they just won't give him a movie. And then he had the big wreck and accident and everything else. But his TV series has been renewed.
Well, that's good. I heard he's good now. Like
that's amazing.
He's good. Yeah, that was a miracle.
That was a miracle. But I saw advertisements the other day for Echo, and that's part of the Marvel universe.
It's the first mature rated.
Yes,
Marvel.
It's supposed to be, and it's on Disney.
Yes, it's going to go day and date, so all the episodes are going to come out at the same time. Usually with Disney shows, they do one episode a week.
But who is Echo spun off from?
Echo was in the Hawkeye show. There it is. Yep.
No wonder I didn't know
she was
about
in the
Echo.
Hawkeye show. She is a deaf superhero. Well, I don't really think she's a superhero. She's just like, she's kind of like Black Widow. Like, it doesn't really have superpowers, but she's really just a good fighter, and she's deaf. And Hawkeye's deaf too.
Hawkeye's deaf too?
That was always something in the comics, and then they never really brought it up in the movies.
In the Marvel movies.
In the TV show, it comes back.
How did they explain?
I think in Endgame, when they blow up the...
Yes.
I think they show that he lost his hearing. Yeah. Or they just kind of put it in there. I'm not sure. But they do make that a thing in the show.
This is so amazing.
Do you not watch the Marvel show, the TV shows? You got to.
No.
Miss Marvel. She's in the new Marvels movie. They made a TV show about Miss Marvel.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Mrs. Marvel. Miss Marvel.
The three Marvels in the Marvel show.
I wondered where they came from.
Miss Marvel had her own show.
Let me tell you. Once they started going to different universes, they have lost me.
That is a major problem.
Because anything can happen. They don't look the same, etc. They're not the same gender, not the same race, because they're in a different universe.
Yeah.
And they did in Spider-Man.
Spider-Man gets a pass on my end because that was already a comic book storyline.
But they explained it, at least in Spider-Man. I could comprehend when all the Spider-Men showed up at one time. I really understood it. But in other things where they talk about other, I don't understand at all.
Do you want to know why you don't?
Yeah.
Because
I'm stupid.
In the Loki TV show, that's what happens.
I didn't watch Loki.
But that's the thing. It's still confusing because the Loki TV show, the multiverse is involved, and then in the new Spider-Man, the multiverse is involved, and then the new Doctor Strange. But they're all like three separate multiverse stories happening at the same time, and I don't even know what's going on.
Seriously, when I review these movies, and I make some comment like, I didn't know why so-and-so was such and such a place, and I get people writing in, they'll say, well, duh, that happened in the TV version, last year.
And that's the problem, because then people who don't watch the TV shows, because not everybody's going to watch the TV shows, especially
Even if you watch them, how do you keep them straight?
yeah, and half of them aren't good. Like they made a Secret Invasion TV show recently with Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury. They made a TV show starring Nick Fury. I couldn't even get through it. It was so bad. It is not good. I watched the first episode. I was like, this is stupid.
But all right, your friends, your age, you're
Okay.
what?
I'm 18.
18.
Mhm.
Do they watch all this stuff?
I mean, that's the thing. Like,
I mean,
there's
are you the slacker in the group? So
no. I probably have watched the most. The only thing I really haven't watched that's Marvel is that Secret Invasion show. But I try to keep up. And then there's a new season of Loki that I haven't really watched yet. But I'm burnt out too, just because there's so much stuff.
But meanwhile, they're still making Star Wars spinoffs.
Yeah, I don't watch any of those.
All right, so you aren't into that.
Well, I'm into it. It's just it's bad. It's not good.
I was talking about this with Amber the other week, but they're now. She announced to me that Stranger Things is not coming back until 2025,
It's because of the strike.
and then Tom Cruise delayed Mission Impossible that we've seen half the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be out next year. Is 2025.
Yes, and that was. I thought it was because of the strike, but then
I thought they filmed that whole thing at one time.
I heard it's because since the newest one didn't do well at the box office,
Which I don't understand. I love that movie.
I mean it pretty much because of Barbenheimer. I mean, it came out a week before.
Yeah, that's true.
But apparently what's happening is they're just going to redo the movie. Like, they're recontextualizing what it means, like what the movie is. So I don't even think it's going to be a part 2 anymore.
Oh.
That's what I heard. Or like it might be a part 2, but it's going to be different.
But there were things left hanging.
I know. But I that's Tom Cruise for you.
I knew this would be fun. You know movies. That's great. That is really good. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me hear from you if you did. Let him hear from you if we did, because he knows movies.
Mm-hmm.
I know movies. He knows movies.
We know movies.
We know movies. Anyway, this has been Jackie K. Cooper here with
Walker the Intern.
and this has been Tell All Tuesday.